This is a true life story of a little boy who was declared dead in a hospital until a desperate mother cried out to Virgin Mary and something impossible happened. Many years ago, in a quiet town in Mexico, there lived a devoted mother named Maria Elena. Every night before going to bed, she knelt beside a small table in her home where a statue of the Virgin Mary stood surrounded by candles. With a rosary in her hands, she would whisper softly, "Holy Mother, please protect my family and watch over my son." Her little boy was only 5 years old, full of life, laughter, and innocent joy. But one evening, everything suddenly changed. The child became terribly sick. His breathing grew weaker and weaker. Panicked and afraid, Maria Elena rushed him to the hospital, praying the entire way. Doctors and nurses quickly surrounded the little boy, doing everything they could to save him. Minutes felt like hours. Finally, the doctor slowly walked toward the mother with a heavy expression. The words that came from his mouth shattered her heart. "We're very sorry. We did everything we could. But your son is gone." Maria Elena collapsed beside the hospital bed, crying uncontrollably. But in the middle of her pain, she remembered the one person she had always trusted. With tears streaming down her face, she held her son's lifeless hand and began to pray. "Blessed Mother, Mother Mary, please help me. I cannot lose my child. I believe in your mercy." The room became completely silent. Doctors had already stepped away. Machines had stopped beeping. But then, something unexpected happened. A nurse suddenly noticed the boy's fingers move. At first, she thought it was impossible, but seconds later, the heart monitor began to beep again. Doctors rushed back into the room in shock. The boy who had been declared dead was breathing again. Slowly, his eyes opened. The entire room fell into stunned silence. No one could explain what had just happened. Medical records confirmed that the boy had stopped breathing for several minutes, but Maria Elena knew exactly what had happened. Through tears of gratitude, she looked up toward heaven and whispered, "Thank you, Holy Mother." Years later, the boy grew up healthy and strong, and his mother never stopped telling people about the miracle that saved his life. A miracle she believed came through the loving intercession of the Virgin Mary. And for many who heard the story, their faith became stronger. Because sometimes, when all hope seems lost, heaven still listens.